Do you have anxiety? Have you tried just about everything to get over it, but it just keeps coming back? Perhaps you thought you had gotten over it, only for the symptoms to return with a vengeance. Whatever your circumstances, science can help you to beat anxiety for good. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to tell you how you can win over your anxiety. If you're new here, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notifications bell to get updates whenever we post. Anxiety is something that everyone experiences from time to time, but for some people, it can become pervasive and excessive. Generalized anxiety disorder, or GAD, is characterized by persistent excessive worry. If the problem started and ended with a single worry, it might not be such a big deal. Instead, people with GAD get bogged down as one worry leads to another and another. What causes anxiety? Some people tend to be more prone to anxiety, often due to upbringing or genetics, but there are also other factors at work that can contribute to the anxiety cycle. Such things include avoidance. Anxiety can persist and even grow worse because of the ways people respond to their worries. Individuals with untreated anxiety problems tend to respond to their fears by trying to suppress the worry, seek reassurance that nothing bad will happen, or avoid situations that might trigger the fear. These strategies can backfire and reinforce anxiety, creating a cycle. Distorted or biased thinking. Some worries might persist because of biased thinking. This thinking could involve an overestimation of the likelihood of a bad outcome or an exaggeration of how bad the bad outcome will be. Negative thinking. Some worries are strengthened by negative thoughts about yourself, such as the belief that you would be unable to cope with uncertainty or an undesirable outcome. Selective memory and attention. Worries can also persist because of how information in the environment is processed. A person with GAD may selectively tune into information that supports the worry and ignore evidence that refutes it. Memory can also be selective. How to overcome anxiety? There are different ways that you may be able to overcome anxiety in order to enjoy better emotional wellness. The following are some strategies you might try to include. Shout it out. Talking to a trusted friend is one way to cope with anxiety. But there's something even better than talking: screaming at the top of your lungs. As a kid, you were probably taught not to shout and told to use your inside voice. But as an adult, you can make your own rules, so if you're dealing with pent-up frustrations and anxiety, let it out. This doesn't mean putting fear in others so they feel on edge like you. We're talking about a healthy release of emotions in a controlled environment. The more you fight anxiety, the more overwhelming it can become. Instead, embrace anxiety as a part of your life and then let it go. Scream at the top of your lungs, punch a pillow, stomp your feet, or pound your chest. Do whatever helps you get it out. One Los Angeles-based yoga teacher even developed a class called Tantrum Yoga that encourages yogis to try these unconventional methods as a way to release emotion that gets stuck in our bodies and could turn into stress, disease, etc. Get moving. Exercise is probably the last thing you want to do when your mind is overdrive. You may worry about post-workout soreness and being unable to walk or sit for the next 2 days. Or your mind might go to the worst-case scenario and you fear overexerting yourself and having a heart attack. But in reality, exercise is one of the best natural anti-anxiety solutions. Physical activity raises endorphins and serotonin levels to help you feel better emotionally. And when you feel better on the inside, your entire outlook improves. And because your brain can't equally focus on 2 things at once, exercise can also take your mind off your problems. Aim for at least 30 minutes of physical activity 3 to 5 days a week. Don't think you have to struggle through a painful workout. Any type of movement is good, so put on your favorite jam and move around the house. Or grab a mat and break out into your favorite yoga poses. Give yourself a bedtime. With your busy schedule, there is no time for sleep, right? Some workaholics brag about only needing 3 or 4 hours of sleep at night, as if to say, I'm more determined and committed than everyone else. But no matter what you might tell yourself, you're not a robot. Humans need sleep to function properly. So unless you beamed in from some nearby planet, this also applies to you. Whether you deal with insomnia, purposely limit your amount of sleep, or you're a self-professed night owl, chronic sleep deprivation makes you susceptible to anxiety. Do yourself and everyone around you a favor and get 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Develop a bedtime routine to read a book or do something relaxing before bed. The better prepared you are to get a good night's sleep, the better quality of sleep you'll have, which leads to a better morning as well. Don't skip meals. If anxiety causes nausea, the thought of eating food is as appealing as eating dirt. But skipping meals can make anxiety worse. Your blood sugar drops when you don't eat, which causes the release of a stress hormone called cortisol. Cortisol can help you perform better under pressure, but it can also make you feel worse if you're already prone to anxiety. The fact that you need to eat doesn't justify stuffing just anything in your mouth, so this isn't an excuse to overindulge in sugar and junk food. Sugar doesn't cause anxiety, but a sugar rush can cause physical symptoms of anxiety, such as nervousness and shaking. And if you begin to obsess over a reaction to sugar, you can have an out-all panic attack. Incorporate more lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats into your diet. Eat 5 to 6 small meals throughout the day and avoid or limit your intake of sugar and refined carbohydrates. Live in the moment. Other than words on this page, what are you thinking about right now? Are you worried about a meeting you have next week? Are you stressed about meeting your financial goals? Or maybe you're obsessing over whether you'll be a good parent, although you have 0 kids and have no plans to conceive in the future. If you answered yes to any of these questions, you've just uncovered part of the problem. Like many others with anxiety disorders, you have trouble living in the moment. Instead of worrying about today, you're already thinking about tomorrow's problems. And depending on the severity of your anxiety, you might be stressing about yesterday's mistakes. You can't control the future, and you can't borrow a time machine and change the past. So here's a thought. Take each day as it comes. Not to say you can't be proactive and head off problems, but don't put too much focus on what has been and what will be that you create anxiety for yourself. Mindfulness and meditation are rooted in living in the moment and have been proven to ease anxiety. Try practicing for a few minutes a day and increase the duration over time. The best part? You can do it anywhere. In bed, at your work desk, or even on the commute home. Anxiety is a beast, but it's possible to win the battle without medication. Sometimes overcoming worry and nervousness is simply a matter of modifying your behavior, thoughts, and lifestyle. You can start with a drug-free approach and then speak with a doctor if your symptoms don't improve or worsen. These drug-free anti-anxiety tactics can even help you complement your medication regimen. Do what works for you, and know that anxiety doesn't control your life. Did we help you overcome your anxiety by watching our video? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. We hope you enjoyed and learned something from this video. If you did, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell down below for more upcoming videos like this one. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.